Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Ryan Saplin here, coming to you today with a public speaking video, public speaking tips for kids in college, for kids in high school, for anyone trying to get better at speaking. And I wanted to talk about criticism, and especially if you're going to make videos on YouTube like I do, and talking in front of the camera is something that you do, and you make videos and content for the internet, you should be a stranger to criticism, because anyone behind the keyboard is going to make some criticisms, and I will tell you right now, it hurts. You know, I would say relatively sensitive. I've become a little bit insensitive to criticism, but it hurts. I mean, when I see my stats go down, when I get negative comments, it's hard not to be defensive or sort of get emotional about things. And I'm making this video primarily to let you know that it's normal. It's normal to be upset. I really think, for me specifically, that I am more sensitive to it. I feel like I respond a little bit more than I like. It's not so much that I do anything stupid or anything. I just feel terrible. It's like a terrible feeling, you know. And I like find some small thing, like my subscriber count goes down by 2, right? And it makes me feel terrible. I mean, people could have, maybe they left, they don't like what I posted, but a lot of time they just leave because their account got canceled, or they're inactives or something like that. But I turn those little drops in numbers to something negative. You know, I make my own story. It's basically, I'm just sort of a negative person, or a realist, I guess you can say sometimes, about myself specifically. But my point of making this is that if you want to get better at dealing with criticism, is you got to put more content out there. Because when people make criticisms, you'll make adjustments, you know, and then you'll consider people's adjustments. You are not going to make all the changes that they say, because, you know, it could be very subjective. But it depends on what you're trying to do, of course. But when you're trying to talk in front of your class or something, you know, listen to your teachers, listen to, you know, your classmates and stuff. A lot of the time they're pretty positive about things. But I mean, the main thing, I mean, I've said in other videos before, and this is the one thing that's hard to teach, is that you have to learn how to be relaxed in front of the camera, or in front of your peers. Being relaxed, or being relaxed enough to feel like you're not holding your breath, because that's really what it comes down to, not being tense. But the criticism, again off topic, but criticism, the way to deal with criticism is simply to try to avoid things that feel like criticism. So like, don't read comments, to disable your comment notifications on YouTube, for example, or just don't listen to people. You know, I run away sometimes. I'll just hide. Like, that's sort of like what I do when I do like a speech or poetry. I remember I did a poetry thing before when I was a kid, and I gave the poem and people liked it, or they seemed to like it, and I just basically left right away, because I didn't want to deal with people's feedback. I don't even like, sometimes I don't feel like I like positive feedback, because I feel like they're lying, but that's me. They're probably not lying, but I just feel like they're just saying that, and I hate that. I hate what I do to myself, and I think we all do this to ourselves. It's realizing if you do this, it's normal, and you're going to be okay. And I'm mostly making this video for me, that it's okay, Ryan. You are not as bad as you think you are, but you do have lots of room for improvement. So you have criticisms, you take criticisms, take it for a grain of salt. You know, I think the worst is when you get criticism from someone you respect. That's the worst. And I don't know how to deal with that. I mean, I do know how I deal with it, but then I don't know how to deal with it in a better way. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Click like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And I'll see you guys on the next video.